Hello, this is Sally welcoming you to the 2134th edition of the Enfield Talking newspaper, Dateline the 1st of March 2018. The readers this week are Sally, Geoffrey and Joan, with Ian on the controls. The editor was Phillip, and the production and distribution team is Ali, Alan and Reena. Our title music is Country Rock Polka, composed by Pat Prilly, Fernand Bouillon, Harry Brewer, and performed by Jean-Jacques Perry, and is used with his kind permission. We apologise this week if the sound of the air conditioning comes across the recording. The local news stories that we have been reading come from the Enfield Independent and Our Enfield Magazine and are their copyright. The events information has been collated by us from other sources. The lead story this week is maggots found in cereal. Before the news, the sunrise and sunset times for the week beginning the 5th of March are sunset 06:37 and sunrise at 17:47. Do get in touch with us to share your own news and special announcements. We love to hear from you. If you have any comments about the Enfield Talking newspaper, please phone Diane de Jersey on 0208 805 6578. She is your listener's representative and will be pleased to help you. And now Joan will read the first item of local news.
A father of 3 was shocked when he found his cereal crawling with live maggots after buying it from his local Lidl. Mohsen Hidari, 44, from Velocity Way, and his 3 children were eating breakfast when his daughter, Melina, 10, spotted the tiny creepy crawlies swimming in her half-eaten bowl of own-brand shreddies. According to Mr. Hidali, Melina had rushed to the bathroom and was violently sick. His other daughter, Martha, 19, followed suit and was also ill. He pulled the plastic packet from its cardboard outer layer to see hundreds of the maggots climbing over the pieces of cereal. He said, "There was more than 100 of them, all wiggling around. I don't even want to talk about it. It was so disgusting." Melina was sick for 2 days. They were so upset by the whole thing. I had to reassure them that they will be okay. Outraged by his discovery, the following day, Mr. Hidali went to Lidl in Hertford Road. He met the store manager, but was told that he had to contact the complaints department. But Mr. Hidali was merely offered a refund on the cereal box. He said, "I didn't want a refund. That's what it's all about." I told them that they should look at all of their boxes of cereal to make sure this doesn't happen to another family. But they didn't take me seriously. It upset me. They didn't even properly apologise. My children refuse to eat cereal now after that terrible experience. Melina was even sick at the sight of the cereal packet the following day. Lidl was contacted for a comment, but had not responded at the time of going to press.
The next item is from the Enfield Independent, and it's headed up Awards for Girl Guides. It includes a picture of 2 young ladies, and it reads, "Young members of girl guiding units were recognised by the Jack Peachy Foundation this week for their contribution to society. 48 members of units in North London, including Enfield Guides and Edmonton Guides, received achievement awards after being nominated by their peers and leaders. The winners, aged between 11 and 25, received medallions and certificates and £250 each, and were honoured by the ceremony at Millfield Theatre in Edmonton on Wednesday, February the 21st. Amanda Breton, who is a member of Enfield Guides, was described as very helpful and dependable after she took the lead at a camp and helped new members. The 13-year-old recently played the piano at the unit's charity concert. Amanda used her £250 Jack Peachy Achievement Award grant to support a trip for her unit to Tolmer's camp, where they took part in activities such as archery, canoeing, high ropes and shooting. 12-year-old Corrie O'Bain Foster, who is part of a unit in Edmonton, was praised for being a team player and an asset to the unit, and for encouraging her fellow guides. She decided to use her prize money for a trip to Chessington for her unit. The foundation, which has provided $323,000 in funding for Girl Guide groups in Middlesex since 2006, also awarded 6 leaders for motivating youngsters. Janet Taylor, County President of Guides in Middlesex, said the Guides ME Awards ceremony was very inspiring, and I was proud to see so many young guides and leaders having achieved so much. It was an honour to present them with their award.
The next item is by Councillor Doug Taylor, leader of the council, and it's entitled Make Your Vote Count. May I take this opportunity to welcome you to the first Our Enfield of 2018. The new year is a time for making resolutions, changing habits, and finding causes to support. As you make plans for 2018, I would ask that registering to vote becomes one of your key priorities. Local elections are scheduled to take place in May, and this is your opportunity to vote for candidates that can have a real impact on your community. In the coming weeks, Enfield Council will be offering information on how to register, what to do if you have already registered, and most importantly, where you can vote on election day. There will be plenty of details online and on social media. Look out for the hashtag MyVoteEnfield. What is really exciting about this year's election is that it falls in the centenary year, marking the first time women could vote. The Representation of the People Act, February 1918, enabled men and some women over the age of 30 to vote for the first time. November 2018 is the 100th anniversary of the Parliament Qualification of Women Act 1918, allowing women to stand for election to the House of Commons. This constitutional watershed will be celebrated by Enfield Council in coming weeks, kicking off with our My Vote Enfield campaign in February and culminating in a very special ceremony in Palmer's Green, unveiling a plaque to mark the suffrage movement. Many famous suffragettes appeared and spoke in Palmer's Green, with several meetings held at Avondale, now part of Palmer's Green High, and Hazelwood School Hall. The brother of well-known suffragette Mrs. Emmeline Pankhurst, a Mr. Herbert Brownridge Goulden, was a keen supporter of the suffrage movement and a resident of neighbouring Winchmore Hill. As you can see, Enfield has a proud connection with the movement to give all women the right to vote.
This item by Poppy Merlin is about the borough's worst fly tip. A mountain of rubbish has been discovered by horrified passers-by on a stretch of land opposite the Enfield crematorium. Cupboards, plastic bags filled with waste and white goods have been dumped by fly tippers behind Severn Drive. The area has now been dubbed the borough's worst fly tip by Enfield Chase Conservative councillor Peter Fallart. As the waste is on land owned by Labour's Haringey Council, they are responsible for clearing it. But according to Councillor Fallart, residents have been getting in touch with him to report the issue. He said it must have been accumulating for some time, but Labour Haringey are indifferent to the real concerns of Chase residents. A Haringey Council spokesman said fly tipping on any scale is unacceptable, and the level of dumping here is appalling. We are working with the company that we lease this land to and Enfield Council to arrange for the waste to be removed and ensure that the land is secured to prevent this from happening again.
The previous report that I read was written by Laura O'Callaghan, and that applies to this one too. This is headed up Course for Cancer Patients. Cancer sufferers and their loved ones are invited to take part in a free 2-day course to learn how to improve their well-being before, during and after treatment. Charity Penny Brown UK, founded 37 years ago, will run the Living Well on March the 17th and March the 24th to address the physical and psychological impact of cancer on patients. The aim of the course, which takes place across London, is to empower people with cancer and their supporters to rediscover their joy of living. It will take place at the Helen Rollason Cancer Support Centre at North Middlesex University Hospital in Stirling Way from 10 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Development Manager Sotira Moore says, "Cancer can be overwhelming, but many small things can add up to make a big difference to the way people cope as they prepare for undergoing or recovering from treatment. Our Living Well helps people take back some control of their lives." A recent course attendee added, "I highly recommend this to everyone with cancer and those supporting them. If anything was more valuable to my husband, I'm the one with cancer, it gave him the opportunity to talk to others in the same situation. Places are limited and booking is essential. So for tickets, please call 0303 300 118. I'll read that again. For tickets, call 0303 300 118 or email bookings@pennybrook.org.uk or visit www.pennybrook.org.uk.
This is a public notice re council tax for 2018/2019. On the 21st of February 2018, the Council of the London Borough of Enfield, in accordance with Section 30(2) of the Local Government Finance Act 1992, the council tax for the whole of the borough for the financial year ending 31st of March 2019. The amount charged to people who must by law pay the council tax. Valuation band A, £1,036.93. Valuation band B, £1,209.76. Band C, £1,382.58. Band D, £1,555.40. Band E, £1,901.04. Band F, £2,246.69. Band G, £2,592.33. Band H, £3,110.80. The council tax is payable in the year beginning the 1st of April 2018 in accordance with the law. Details of this will be shown on your council tax bill.
Stop Smoking campaign launched. Enfield Council has launched a campaign to encourage people to kick the habit. Smoking rates in Enfield are at a record low, but smoking is still one of the biggest causes of death in the UK, and the council is keen to help people to stop. You can find out more at www.enfield.gov.uk or get advice by ringing 0300 123 1044. I'll read that again. 0300 123 1044.
As we are recording this, it is very, very, very cold. And there was a question as to whether we would actually get here to do the recording, but we're here. So therefore, the title of this particular item is very appropriate. It is Save Money and Keep Warm. A free service from Enfield Council could help eligible residents save hundreds of pounds and make their homes more energy efficient. Enfield Council's LEAP service offers residents a free visit from a fully trained green doctor who can help them save money on their energy bills. A range of energy-saving measures are available, including draft proofing, low-energy light bulbs, radiator panels, and shower savers. To book your free visit, ring 0800 060 7567. That is a free phone number, and I'll give it to you again. 0800 060 7567. Or you can apply online at www.applyforleap.org.uk.
Fraud warning on blue badge applications. People thinking of applying for a disabled person's blue badge are being urged to use the official website and avoid the likelihood of being targeted by fraudsters. A number of websites are offering to help residents complete the application form online for a fee ranging from £40 to £52. But once the process has been completed, they take the money and don't submit the application. The Department for Transport is actively working to shut these websites down as they appear. Using the official website at www.gov.uk/apply-blue-badge is completely free of charge, with the only fee being paid for a disabled person's blue badge once the application has been approved.
This is testament to hard work and passion. Enfield employees were Warburtons are celebrating after securing a spot on the Sunday Times Best Big Company list for the third year running. The bakery brand, which employs 446 people at the site in Millmarsh Lane, is the only food manufacturer to earn a place on the list for 3 consecutive years since the survey launched in 2001. This year, the business that remains a family business, currently owned by the 5th generation of the Warburtons family, has moved up from 23rd to 17th on the list. Jonathan Warburton, chairman, said, "We're incredibly proud to be recognised as a great place to work by our people and to be the only food manufacturer to have secured this accolade for 3 consecutive years. This is a testament to the hard work, passion and commitment of everyone in our family business." The manufacturing and distribution sector continues to be a tough industry to recruit for, but we are very proud to say that our people continue to feel valued, well looked after, and proud to work for us. This makes the honour of being on the Best Big Company list even more meaningful and makes our job so much more worthwhile. The business works closely with the local communities where it has bakeries across the UK, encouraging its people to get involved in local charity and support work through its community initiative, Families Matter. The initiative focuses on improving family life and health in local areas.
Sally has just read something about blue badges. I have a blue badge, and yesterday a lady came and tapped on the window of my car and told me that in the area in the last 14 days there had been 5 cases of cars being broken into to steal the blue badges. The recommendation is obviously don't leave your blue badge on show. The next item is also about transport, and it's headed up Urbo Bikes Come to Enfield. And it reads, "Dockless cycling has come to Enfield with the arrival of Urbo Bikes in the borough. The collaboration between Enfield Council and Urbo, the European smart sharing bike platform, will see 100 bikes on the streets first of all. More will arrive as demand for the service arises. The scheme will support Enfield Council's £42 million Cycle Enfield project, which aims to regenerate town centres, improve transport links in the borough, and encourage people to get out of their cars and use alternative methods of transport." Councillor Daniel Anderson, Enfield Council's Cabinet Member for Environment, says this partnership with Urbo is fantastic news for Enfield's residents. We are already transforming the look and feel of Enfield's high streets and town centres, and having readily accessible supply of hire bikes available will go a significant way towards achieving Cycle Enfield's aim of increasing cycling participation in the borough.
Laughter yoga is the best medicine. Yoga and laughter are being combined in order to boost spirits and break a record. Councillor Stephen Mann is inviting people to Lordship Recreational Ground in Haringey to take part in a laughter yoga session on Friday, March the 23rd, from 1:30 to 3 p.m. to raise awareness of mental health issues. This light-hearted afternoon is about promoting good well-being and teaching people to take time out to relax and be mindful. Councillor Mann also hopes to set a record with the most amount of people doing laughter yoga at one time. Laughter yoga draws on traditional yoga breathing techniques and encourages relaxation, but with a focus on giggling rather than posing. As well as yoga, there is live music, community stalls, children's activities and prizes. The Mayor will also present the award to the winners of his recent happiness competition held at schools across the borough. Councillor Mann said, "They say that laughter is the best medicine, so combining it with yoga seems like the perfect recipe for well-being. This is a great chance for us to come together as a community, learn more about mental health issues and support two exceptional charities whose work is helping people all across Haringey to improve their mental health."
This is an item about a solo violinist, just 13 years old, set to play with the chamber orchestra. Prize-winning 13-year-old Gabriella Bavetta will be the violin soloist playing Mozart's Fourth Violin Concerto with the Enfield Chamber Orchestra on the 10th of March. Gabriella is at Dame Alice Owen's School in Potters Bar and studies with Eric Conill at the Royal College of Music Junior Department. She won the recent Enfield Young Musicians Concerto audition, sponsored by Enfield Music Service, as in greatly looking forward to the opportunity to show her musical talent as a soloist in this popular piece with the orchestra. The concert, which also includes Prokofiev's well-known classical symphony, will be at 7:30 at Enfield Baptist Church on March the 10th. Let's hope the snow is finished by then. More information, enfieldchamberorchestra.org.uk.
The next item is again from the Enfield Independent, and it's headed up "Changing the Face of High Street." A Healthy High Streets challenge has been launched. Fast food shops, businesses, residents and community groups were invited to submit ideas on what they think will help children and families make healthier choices. Healthy London Partnership is working with people who suggested the best ideas so that they can be piloted on the high street for 2 months later this year. Gemma Gilbert, who is Director of Prevention of Health London Partnership, said, "We need to change the face of London high streets, and we know this is best done with the businesses who know their customers best, and the families, community groups and residents who know their own high streets best. We'll be piloting the winning ideas from Healthy High Streets Challenge, which includes young volunteers working with local food cafes to develop affordably priced healthy menus, a chicken shop business creating and launching a healthy children's menu, communal lunches at a tenants' hall, and cooking classes for parents and carers. London have told us in no uncertain terms that childhood obesity is a major concern for them, and they want to see changes that would help children and young people lead healthier lives.
candidate to focus on female entrepreneurs. The previous owner of a much-loved wine business in Enfield will be standing as the Women's Equality Party candidate in the local elections on the 3rd of May. Tulip Hambleton, who is in her 50s from Southbury, has been an active resident of Enfield for the past 10 years and had a pop-up wine bar in the Dugdale Centre called Eco Vino Teatro, selling sustainably sourced and organic wines and food. Two of the key issues that she hopes to campaign on are the council's plans to boost commercial space and to address violence against women and girls. The New Zealander became interested in what Enfield Council can do for businesses, with female entrepreneurs as her key interest point. Ms. Hambleton said Enfield needs a voice to champion local services which have been cut to the bone.
Olympian encourages children to be more active. An Enfield primary school teacher is inspiring her pupils to be more active after meeting an Olympic gold medalist. Isabel Whitby, a teacher at Enfield Heights Academy, joined slalom canoeist Joe Clark at a teaching event in London. Mr. Clark made history at the 2016 Rio Games by taking home Team GB's first gold medal in the canoe slalom men's K1. He shared his story and offered advice on how teachers can help pupils to get more active. Fewer than 1 in 4 children in the UK get the recommended amount of exercise, meaning that millions are missing out on the benefits of keeping active. The event at Riversdale Primary School in Wandsworth was part of a training day of workshops and activities for teachers from across the UK in how to inspire kids to be more active before, during and after school. Isabel Whitley said, "I enjoyed meeting Joe and people from other schools and sharing ideas. I think it's important that kids stay active throughout the school day. It helps their brains, helps them to concentrate more in lessons. It builds friendships and makes them feel more confident."
I'm now going to read 2 letters. The first one is from Daniel Atkinson, who is the head of Individual Giving Plan, and it reads, "Throw a party. Having friends and family round for dinner is one of the nation's favourite things to do. Over a quarter of us do it at least once a month. And with spring just around the corner, I hope that's true, it's the perfect time to start planning get-togethers and looking forward to great food, relaxed conversation and making memories with loved ones. That's why Plan International UK's new fundraising event, Do Good Dinner, is so exciting. It's the perfect reason to get everyone round for a good cause. All you have to do is to host a dinner party and ask your guests to make a donation, perhaps what they would normally spend on ordering a takeaway or going out for dinner. The money raised will go towards helping some of the world's poorest children, particularly girls, to have access to vital resources like education, clean water, as well as campaigning to end harmful traditional practices, including child marriage. Hundreds of people across the country will be taking part in Do Good Dinner Week from March the 5th. But if that doesn't work for you, do it whenever you can. Perhaps you could cook a family roast for Mother's Day or have a bank holiday barbecue. It doesn't matter whether you cook up a culinary masterpiece, or stick with your trusted signature dish. Your next dinner party is guaranteed to be so good because the money you raise will make such a difference to so many children. To sign up and receive your free fundraising kit, visit www.plan-uk.org/do-good-dinner. The second letter is very brief. It was sent by email from David Ainsworth, and it's headed up Lack of Infrastructure. As one who frequently visits the borough of Enfield, it's obvious this area's infrastructure is not keeping up with ever-increasing development and rising population growth. For instance, the borough badly needs to start up some form of traffic management initiative, which is clearly, badly and sadly lacking.
Course to improve young people's confidence. Tottenham Hotspur's Training Centre has hosted Enfield Council's Youth Leadership Programme, a course designed to improve the leadership skills of young people through the power of sport. Students from Edmonton County School and Ark John Keats School attended the session and had the opportunity to use the training centre's world-class facilities, taking part in a football coaching session delivered by the club's schools development coach, Frank Kane. The students also learnt how to officiate tri-golf, a mini-golf activity aimed at primary school children, delivered by Dan Fickling, head professional at Cruise Hill Golf Club. The programme, in partnership with the Youth Sport Trust, aims to give teenagers the confidence to become role models and leaders within their school. The course also hopes to upskill pupils in practical coaching methods and philosophy and ethics. The event forms part of the Section 105 partnership launched in June 2010 by Enfield Council, Lee Valley Regional Park Authority and Tottenham Hotspur. The partnership has highlighted the club's £2.3 million commitment to community sport and physical activity over 10 years to the borough in which the training centre resides. Paula Felgate, Enfield PE team manager, said, "Having the opportunity to use Tottenham Hotspur's world-class training facilities to deliver the youth leadership programme is hugely beneficial to the students." Matthew Hall, student at Edmonton County School, said coming to the training centre today to learn about the importance of coaching has been a fantastic experience. Before today, I didn't have the confidence to speak in front of others. Today's course has really helped me to improve my leadership skills and take them back to my school.
This is another item about sport. Football. Towners suffer narrow Tanners' loss. Enfield Town were denied the chance to try and bounce back quickly from a 1-0 home defeat to Leatherhead when last night's trip to Burgess Hill Town was unsurprisingly postponed. Andy Leese's side would have been hopeful of picking up 3 points from their visit to the Bostik Premier Division's bottom club, but the game fell victim to the beast from the east following a 10 a.m. pitch inspection. Although Saturday's game was able to go ahead, a strong wind did little to help the quality of a contest which was decided by a first-half free kick as Leatherhead completed The home and away league double in relative comfort. For their opponents, who went into the game having picked up 4 points from 2 games, having gained just 1 in their previous 7 league outings, the result was a disappointing setback. The match was scrappy in the opening 15 minutes, but Sam Youngs was to get the ball in the net, only to be flagged offside in the build-up. The Towners tried to push on after this with Leatherhead's own loan goalkeeper, Manny Agbula, withstanding the presence of Ryan Blake to deal with a high ball before he made a better save to tip over Ryan Blackman's left foot after he raced through. The Tanners had looked threatening on the break, and after Tom Richards had tested Joe Wright, Enfield were made to pay for conceding an unnecessary free kick near the edge of their 18-yard box, when Richards' low strike beat the town keeper via a deflection. The hosts had the wind behind them after the break, but still struggled to build up attacking momentum. Agbula was equal to efforts from Blake and Liam Hope before Leatherhead's Jack Midson beat Taofik Olomowawi to a through ball only to fire wide. The Tanners' keeper again came out on top when dealing with Blake's next attempt, while the Towners were to be denied by an offside flag for a second time when Hope lofted the ball into the net as their efforts finished unrewarded. Lees had made an addition to his squad prior to the game by resigning striker Durnell Winter from St Albans City. The Enfield boss told the club website, "Durnell made it clear he wanted to come back to us and we wanted to strengthen our options as we continue to look ahead." It is a dual registration, as Durnell is on St Albans City books. He hasn't had a lot of football this season and is keen to get back involved. At 21, he's got plenty of development time.
Well, I've got a very brief item all about football, and this says, "The team have been fantastic." And it reads, "An Enfield football team have secured a spot in the semi-finals of a national tournament. Students at St John's Senior School will now battle it out on the pitch as part of the English Schools Football Association tournament event, and they are hoping to defeat Norwich-based Langley School. The first form team is the only side from the London and South East region to make the Final Four, and coaches Jason Hodgson and Alex Jennings are hoping they will go all the way. Mr. Jennings said, "The whole team have been fantastic and deserve huge amounts of credit. They all work very hard and they're now reaping their rewards."
Health benefits of eating grapefruit. While avocados continue to be all the rage on the breakfast scene, there's a far superior fruit we reckon deserves its time in the spotlight. We're talking about the majestic